Boys and girls. All right, man, I made a video about the rapture, and in that video I was talking about thou shalt not kill because it blended in at the time. So I want to touch on that real quick to explain myself. Okay, now, one of the commandments says thou shalt not kill. Are we allowed to bend those? Are we allowed to break those? No, we're not. So here's what happens. You get people that go in, grab scriptures, start bending them, start twisting them, start manipulating them so that certain things will say what they want to hear. Okay, and here we go. Down that road they go, all these sheep that are misinformed. So you got all, many pastors and preachers who are saying it's okay to buy guns to defend yourself. It's okay to kill. It's okay to do that. Okay, now pay attention. Let's start out with this. In the beginning, did God create Adam and Eve to kill and destroy? You know, this is Satan. Kill, steal, and destroy, right? Is that what God's plan was for the human race? No, it was not. Did God design man so that governments would have nuclear weapons and bombs and planes and be flying back and forth, killing innocent people? Hiroshima, Japan, on and on and on, and all these wars and all this bloodshed and all these people killing each other, destroying each other. Now, does that sound like God or does that sound like Satan? Okay, you're living in Satan's world. This is what's going on. Your governments are in control of this Satanism, bloodshed, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, so what does that sound like, Satan or God? All this mess that you see. Okay, all these armies, all this crap, you know, the service people, they think they're serving their country, but really they're just being lied to by an evil government. Okay, population control and money. Okay, the war machine, you know, the more tanks and planes and nukes that we build, that all makes money. Power plants, nuclear power plants, that makes money. They need that uranium. So it goes on and on and on. Okay, so that's of Satan, all of it. God never designed the mess that you see right now. Heaven will not be what you see right now. Does everybody understand that? Does everybody agree with that? Okay, now, did God allow wars back after Adam and Eve? Yes, he did. Why? Because he was trying to straighten man out. Okay, you had wicked nations that were attacking Israel and this and this and this and this. So God was trying to, get man straightened out at one point. Okay, even God told Noah before he flooded the earth that he was sorry that he made man. Okay, he was sorry. The design, the man did not do what God thought they would do. Okay, God made a perfect design and man went AWOL and wicked. Okay, that's all there is to it. So anyway, let me give you guys an example. Thou shalt not kill. Okay, if you understand the power that God gives you, or the power that God has, and the power that God gives you, but God, if you are walking with God properly, if God has your back, Russia could send over 200,000 nuclear missiles to target your house while you're sleeping, and they could all hit your house. Okay, you got 200 nuclear missiles that could all hit your house while you're sleeping in your bed, and guess what? If you are walking with God properly and God has a design for you, has a purpose for you, you're not going to die. Does anybody believe that? Do you understand how powerful God is? Okay, that's the problem. Most people don't. Okay, you think that you got to have a gun in your house to defend yourself. You think that you got to have a knife, you got to have this or that. I mean, to be honest with you, if somebody broke into your house, all you would have to do is fire a shot over their head. You got to kill them, and they're going to run out the door. Okay, but my point is, if you understand the power that you have with God, okay, nothing can touch you. Okay, now with that said, I'm going to give you one more example and then I'm done. True story. It's on the news. I'll try to find the video and put it below. Some 90-something-year-old lady is at the shopping. She's getting her groceries. She gets out. She gets in her car, puts the groceries away, gets in her car, and some guy jumps in the side door and puts a gun to her head. and wants money. Okay, well, this lady, she's a Christian. She's 90-something years old. She tells this guy, no, I'm not going to give you any money. Okay, and then she says, here's what's going to happen. She flat out told him, you're going to shoot me, and I'm going to die, and I'm going to go to heaven, and you're going to go to hell. Okay, and then after this, she started preaching to him. Okay, before it was all said and done, she ended up giving the guy $5 or $10 and told him, whatever you do, don't you dare spend this money on booze or liquor or drugs or whatever. And this guy ended up, and I mean, I guess he had tears running down his face. He was bawling his eyes out. And he gave her a kiss on her cheek. And then he left. Okay, but now what I'm trying to show you guys is the power that this lady knew that God had her back. She had no fear. She had no gun. She had no knife. She had no protection. She knew thou shalt not kill, and she didn't, she adhered to it, and she didn't worry about it. Okay? So she knew that God had her back, and even at 90 years old, God had her back. Okay, he still wasn't done with her yet. So guess what? She didn't die. This guy could have killed her, could have taken her whole purse and ran off with it. But God still had a use for this woman. Why? Because this woman was walking a straight line with God. Okay, she knew his power. God could use her, and he was using her. Now, don't get me wrong. There's other people that are Christian, godly people that God may, let die at certain times in their life, maybe earlier than they should. But, and again, God knows it all, so it's all how it goes. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thou shalt not kill, okay? God does not want you running around shooting people, killing people, okay? If you know your power, if you know that God has your back, you don't need to worry about it, okay, under any circumstance whatsoever. If a nuclear missile cannot kill you, some guy coming through your front door with a gun cannot kill you. You get it? Sure. All right, man. That's good enough. Peace out. God bless. Take care.